So accidental arrivals are physically possible. There are theories involving Phoenicians, Irish monks, West African sailors and medieval Portuguese mariners, but these remain speculative. Columbus did not discover empty lands. The Caribbean already contained large populations including the Taino, the Arawak peoples and the Carib peoples. These societies had trade networks, agriculture, navigation, religion, and complex cultures long before European arrival.
Do the Inuit people share ancestry with the Vikings, or were they completely different? Were there people living in Greenland and Iceland when Vikings got there, and did they have contact with the Vikings?
The Inuit are an indigenous Arctic people whose ancestors migrated eastward from Siberia through Alaska and northern Canada long before Europeans settled Greenland. When Norse settlers, Vikings, arrived in Iceland around 870 CE, the island appears to have had no permanent population. There are some medieval accounts suggesting a few Irish Christian monks, Papa, may have lived there temporarily before the Norse arrived, but there's little hard evidence and they likely left quickly. So Iceland was essentially one of the few large habitable islands humans reached very late, and it became overwhelmingly Norse in culture and ancestry. Modern Icelanders are mostly descended from Norse settlers from Norway, plus many Celtic people from Ireland and Scotland brought voluntarily or as slaves or servants. Greenland is different. People had lived there long before the Vikings. Several Arctic cultures arrived in waves over thousands of years: the Sakak culture, the Dorset culture and later the Thule people, ancestors of modern Inuit. When Eric the Red founded Norse Greenland settlements around 986 CE, southern Greenland may actually have been sparsely populated or temporarily uninhabited in some areas. But later, the Thule Inuit expanded into Greenland from Arctic Canada around the 1100s and 1200s and encountered the Norse settlers. So for a few centuries Norse Greenlanders and Inuit coexisted, traded at times, and may sometimes have fought. Surprisingly little evidence suggests major Viking and Inuit intermarriage. Modern genetic studies have found little or no strong evidence that today's Inuit are descended from Norse Greenlanders. The Norse Greenland colonies eventually disappeared around the 1400s due to a combination of climate cooling, little ice age, isolation, economic decline, and failure to adapt fully to Arctic life. The Inuit survived because their culture was already deeply adapted to Arctic conditions. The Inuit are an indigenous Arctic people whose ancestors migrated eastward from Siberia through Alaska and northern Canada long before Europeans settled Greenland. When Norse settlers, Vikings, arrived in Iceland around 870 CE, the island